If you've been watching this channel for very long, you know that I like big knives. However, sometimes a big knife just won't fit, especially if you're trying to make a smaller survival kit. In this video, we're going to take a look at one choice for a small survival kit knife. It's a full tang, G10 handles. It's the Schrade SCHF13SM. That's coming up on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. So the folks at Schrade were kind enough to send me one of their SCHF13SM mini knives for me to check out. When I saw this knife, the first thing I thought of was survival kit, because I've been checking out some survival kits, and very often they have little razor blades or pretty much knives that are almost dangerous to use. And it'd be nice to have something that has at least a handle on it, but it would at least fit in a, really small compact package. Now this won't fit in an Altoids tin. It's just over 4 inches long. What I like about it, honestly, is just it actually, you can use it like a knife without, you got enough of a handle. You can hold it here with 2 fingers. It's got a little fingered soil here to hold on to. It's certainly not going to be for a heavy use or anything like that, but it beats the heck out of a scalpel or a razor blade for a survival knife, in my opinion. And it is full tang, pretty solid. So what I thought we'd do is take it down the old stump top. We'll do some real quick fire prep stuff. Again, this is not a bushcraft knife, and it's not designed to take the place of a big knife, but in an emergency situation, I think, again, it's certainly better than just a blade. And after we do that, you may notice something here in the background. I have invested pretty much all of my exorbitant earnings from the channel here in trying to upgrade my testing facility. And so I have pretty much broke the bank here and went to the wall to go, just to spare no expense, to upgrade the balance testing facility. We're going to take a look at that too, because balance is important, especially in a small knife. So anyway, let's get you down the old stump top and get to doing some of that small knife stuff. Wow, this has been a challenging video so far, and we haven't even got started. Got mosquitoes wearing me out. The stump I usually sit on I realized too late that it was covered in ants, so I'm doing the old squatting next to the other side of the stump here. But anyway, we shall endeavor to persevere. So here is the Schrade SCHF13SM. Just to give you a relative idea of the size, there's a full-size big lighter. So it's not very big. This thing features a 2.05 inch or 5.2 centimeter drop point blade of stone-washed 8CR13 MOV steel. Has a little bit of jimping on back right here. You can see that, but it's not very aggressive. Has an overall length of 4.73 inches or 12.01 centimeters. And it weighs just 1.92 ounces or 54.43 grams. Features smooth G10 handle overlays. It is a full tang. It has a lanyard hole, as you can see. And it comes with a multi-carry option Kydex sheath that you can lash to whatever you want to lash it to, or you can wear it, as I was, as a neck knife. And the Amazon price on this knife is about 16 bucks. So without any more rambling, since the mosquitoes really are wearing me out, and we don't want to have a Zika alert here, we're going to go ahead and do some knife stuff. So I've got several different pieces of wood here. I've got some poplar, I've got a piece of oak, and a piece of cedar. This is cedar. So what I thought we would do is go ahead and I'm going to get silly here and baton this oak. And I'm going to just start up here and tilt you up where you can see, because it is a very small knife, but this is a very small piece of oak, so I got to check it out. You know what I mean? Just got to. And this is solid kiln dried oak, so it's real firewood. And I know this is ridiculous. Let me just tilt you down the rest of the way. Okay, and no problems with the knife. You can see the blade is nice and straight. So let's go ahead and split out this piece of poplar here a little bit. Just drive it from the top like so. Admittedly, this is probably not your recommended use of this knife, but it did okay. So now let's see if we can get some feathers out of this really dry poplar. I think it'd be a nice little fire going here or something, because maybe we can drive off some mosquitoes. Okay, so we got a nice little pile there, small pile. Let me get my old favorite right here, which is the old standby fatwood. Carve some of that off there. A little bit there. Let's see if it'll scrape it off. Doesn't really have much of a spine on it, but we'll try it. A little bit there. So speaking of spines, let's see if it'll strike with a ferro rod. I don't know if it will or not. Okay, I'm doing nothing but being silly here, but I really want to try to get some fire here, because these mosquitoes really are wearing me out. I'll scrape with a blade a little bit if I have to. And that shouldn't affect the sharpness of this thing. It still feels pretty sharp. Now let's see if we can get a little blaze going here. Okay, so I did have to use the blade of it, which didn't seem to hurt the blade at all. You can look at it here. You can see it seems like it's pretty good. Got a little discoloration on it, but it's not hurt. And it was able to get a fire going. So, okay, well that was a kind of a silly look at a couple of capabilities of this little knife. I beat it pretty good going through that oak. Didn't seem to hurt it. The handles are good and solid. It does not have a sharp spine. I'll probably put a file on that just to make it easier, just for starting fires. But you know, the blade worked. It did get a fire going. It was a little bit of extra Three Stooges effort there, but it worked. So it certainly would be once again a great knife for a small survival kit. That, you know, if push came to shove, it'd be a whole lot better than a scalpel blade or a razor blade or something. So anyway, that was some silly knife stuff. But as I mentioned earlier, I have made a considerable investment in upgrading my testing facility here, so it would be a shame to not check out the balance on this thing. This one took a little calibration, but I believe it's balanced. Chuck Norris can cut a knife with a stick of warm butter. Okay, I think that's enough silliness for one day. Once again, this is the Schrade SCHF13SM mini full tang knife, neck knife, survival kit knife, backup knife, whatever you want to call it. Just a really solid little miniature knife that would serve you very well, I think, in especially again, this thing to me just screams mini survival kit. So, oh, and by the way, last week I did a video announcing the fact that Taylor Brands, the parent company of Schrade, has been purchased by a division of Smith & Wesson. There's been a lot of concern and comments about what this means for the future of Schrade knives and Old Timer and the rest of the knives going forward, and the product reviews and everything else. And the latest word I got from my contact at Taylor Brands this week, since I made that video, is that as of now, nothing's really going to change. The management staff's going to remain in place. Everything's going to be the same at Schrade. We're going to continue to get stuff to review, and as far as I know, everything's just going to continue on like it is. The only difference is, I guess, is whose name is going to be on the bottom of their check. So I hope that answers some of your questions and concerns, you know, and hopefully it will continue to be that way. So anyway, once again, thanks to the folks at Schrade for sending me this so I can show it to you. And as always, thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for clicking that thumbs up, and for sharing this video with all your friends. And thank you so very much for doing all your Amazon shopping through the Survival on Purpose links at survivalonpurpose.com/Amazon. That just takes you right to plain old Amazon. You buy everything at a regular old price. You use your Prime membership like regular if you have a Prime membership, and it just benefits the channel a little bit. and I really appreciate the support. So once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time. Please tell me if there's a mosquito on my forehead. Now I got ants eating me up. And am I sitting in an ant pile? Oh gosh. My old sitting stump's full of ants. Not a good thing.